3 days after giving birth, my husband leaves me alone at home to care for the baby, saying that he needs to leave on an urgent business trip. 3 days later, I've just arrived at the hospital when I see a family photo his childhood sweetheart has shared on her social media. It's captioned, "This was taken during a trip. We're a happy family of 3. I'm surprised to see my husband grinning in the photo and comment on it with a question mark. He immediately calls me to reprimand me. You know how hard it is for her as a single mother. She doesn't have a man to care for her. All I did was take a photo with her. Do you have to be so petty?" That evening, his childhood sweetheart shares a photo of some monetary gifts. He insisted on giving me this after taking the family photo. I know my husband gave that to her to pacify her. This time, however, I'm ready to leave him. Chapter My baby seemed to have sensed my low spirits. He began wailing at the top of his lungs all of a sudden. I spent the next 2 hours rocking him just to calm him down. Meanwhile, my husband, Elijah Montgomery, never bothered calling me to explain the truth. As for his girlfriend, Yvonne Miller, she was still updating her social media feed in real time. She uploaded 3 photos featuring a bunch of lavish monetary gifts, shocking the internet users who stumbled across her post. Almost immediately, a ton of comments flooded her comment section. So far, everyone looked envious and jealous of her. I keenly noticed one of the comments belonging to Elijah. "I prepared all these gifts for you today. In 20 years, I'll make sure to prepare the same amount for our daughter too." The comment read, "You're the best, honey, I love you." Yvonne instantly responded to the comment. Elijah and Yvonne's flirtatious interaction stunned my eyes. I turned to look at my baby, who was fast asleep in his pram. I supposed Elijah must have forgotten that he still had a newborn son who was only 6 days old. After all, he claimed that he was too busy with work to keep me company on the day I gave birth to our son. Sometime later, I only found out that Elijah was actually busy celebrating Yvonne's 3-year-old daughter's birthday. "Your gallstone is overly big. We can't drag the surgery out any longer. You're advised to get it surgically removed tomorrow." My doctor analyzed my condition while holding my checkup results. I was only diagnosed with gallstones during my pregnancy. A few seconds of hesitation later, I finally shot Elijah a text. "Can you return home tomorrow? I have something urgent I need to talk to you about." A long time later, Elijah finally texted back, albeit impatiently, "I'm very busy. Stop looking for me just to resolve every little insignificant thing in life. If you keep bothering me, I'll file for a divorce." I just stared at the private chat calmly. Honestly, I couldn't remember how many times Elijah had threatened me with divorce ever since Yvonne appeared in Elijah's life. They tended to be lovey-dovey together. Whenever I caught them at it, I'd start having mood swings. That was when Elijah would threaten me with divorce. All women always suffer from injustice in their marriage. If you can't handle me flirting with Yvonne, then go ahead and file for a divorce. I was always the one admitting my mistakes and apologizing to Elijah in the past. This time, I decided to grant him his wish. "The reason why I asked you to come home is because of my impending surgery. If you're already this impatient with me, I suppose it's time for us to file for a divorce." I texted back. A few seconds later, my phone started ringing. Elijah's voice was obviously a lot softer and gentler than before. "Why didn't you tell me that you got sick? What time is your surgery tomorrow? I'll head back and keep you company." I frowned while gazing at my baby, who was fast asleep. "It's at 2:00 p.m. tomorrow." All right, but Elijah's phone was switched off the next afternoon. I was in so much pain that my complexion had gone pale. I didn't have any strength left in my body, so I could only grit my teeth and ask a friend of mine to come get my papers signed. It was already evening by the time the surgery was over. My doctor told me to recuperate over the next few days. However, Elijah never bothered to call me back. At the same time,